memories, gone, a dark past. The only way is forward. Will you become a doctor worth following? Yo, what's good? It's TheArmedCandle, and I've got a confession to make. I love tower defenses. I love 2D women. You mix it together, and you got me wrapped around in a leash? Nah, but I've seriously been wanting to get into Arknights, and it was the 4th Annie recently, so I thought, that's a perfect time to get in. So, what have I thought about the game so far? We follow a doctor who has amnesia. An organization known as Rhodes Island is doing everything in its power to help extract said doctor. Side note, Doctor was a little bit of a maniac back in the day, but after their amnesia, they've kind of mellowed out. There's also a power struggle between Rhodes Island, a pharmaceutical organization who fights for the good of the infected, beings who suffer from oropathy, something caused by these meteorite storms called catastrophes. Then there's Reunion, an international revolutionary organization that wants to stop the oppression of infected by force. Then of course, there's countries. With Ursus kind of reminding me of Russia, with the Tsar stuff. I'm kind of a 2000 IQ god to figure that out. Also, they're bears. Enough said. I assume the rest of the countries are similar. Meanie Firehead Lady comes and wipes out the goat. Fast forward, we're doing big farm stuff. We're cooking. Arknights is a tower defense tactical RPG hybrid. Pretty much, it's a tower defense with special hero units called operators. These operators each have stats and abilities, as well as classes and their subclasses. You can upgrade them to make them stronger. Meanwhile, in the actual battlefield, the goal is to stop enemies from reaching these little gates and ending the game by getting rid of your lives. To do just that, you can deploy a squad of operators by utilizing a resource known as deployment points, or DP. However fast the DP is how fast you can get your units out. There's also a whole class called Vanguard that focuses on getting more DP out so you can blitz out your lineup, with a cap of 99 DP on normal missions. When it comes to combat, operators have a predefined grid of squares that is their effective range, with most of the skill expression coming from the way you position them. There's a lot of terrain management and team management, with each class being powerful in its own right and serving its own role. For example, we got defenders, who block the most amount of units from passing and soak up more damage, but they don't deal as much damage. But you can't forget subclasses, like how there's the powerful sniper class that can be broken down into subclasses that deal AoE, high single target damage, fast attack speed. You get the picture. There's a niche for everything. It's crazy what you can do, and I think that's what makes the gameplay so fun and interactive. There's just so many approaches to the actual combat, it's insane. I actually have to semi-use my brain. Obviously light work for a 20 IQ champion such as myself. The UI is squeaky clean, bros. I've had no trouble navigating it or figuring out what I'm doing. Like, I guess you could argue when you first launch it, it can kind of be overwhelming because of all the pop-ups and shit, but that's in every gacha game. Once you get to the actual game UI, it's mad easy to navigate. Like, it just looks and feels so smooth. In Arknights, there's 2 ways to get new characters, either by something called headhunting or recruitment. Headhunting is just regular banners in other gacha games, and then recruitment is a predefined pool of characters where you can only get up to 5-star operators. You can recruit with LMD, or as I like to call them, stripper singles, and of course who can forget the stinky recruitment vouchers. As for headhunting, we either use headhunting permits or Orindum, which is the more premium currency. Drop rate for 6 stars, which are the highest tier of character, is 2%. This increases by 2% for each pull after the 50th pull until the 99th pull when you're guaranteed to get a 6-star. I mean, that's a pretty good pity system if you ask me. I've personally gotten every character I want already, except her. Soon, my precious. Soon. Not gonna lie to you, designs are not the reason I got into the game. With most other gachas, I choose them because of their designs, right? Because Zegs. But with Arknights, it's a bit different for me. I was more interested in the gameplay and the story than the designs themselves. That being said, I definitely think the designs are amazing. But they're more cool and cute for me, not really Zegs. Haha, you got pranked. Have you seen my goats? Yeah, I lied. they got that triple threat. I honestly don't really get the base system yet, due to a lack of interest on my part. I just throw the robot into the wage cage and get mad racks. I don't really understand it, but I can't imagine it's that hard. Oh my goodness, Brother Bear. The music is so good. You could catch me bopping this outside, when you couldn't even catch me rocking some giga-normoid tier like a Dragon Ball backpack. It's seriously that much of a sensory pleasure, you feel me? Yeah, the game's fun. The story so far has been very engaging. There's definitely some depth to it that I didn't expect, honestly. The gameplay is fun, even if you would think it'd be kind of repetitive. The different formations you can make and the different ways you can manipulate the terrain make it very fresh and interactive. The UI is also one of my favorites. The character designs are cute, cool, or zags. The gacha is pretty good too. Music, orgasmic. Kind of sad it's taken me this long to actually dive into the game, because I've had my account for a while, but I was kind of just too lazy to play gacha games. Crazy how that works, huh? Now, on a scale of my swagometer, this video game is a whopping giga-swagtastic out of swag. The game is heat. What's up, it's TheArmedCandle. I feel like there's a lot I missed out on talking about today, but I'm satisfied. I'm just getting into the game. I don't feel like I have to have mastered all the mechanics or learn everything about the game just yet. That's a tale for another video in the future. Also, I definitely lied. I said the video would not take 1 month, but look at the time. Right on cue. If you liked the video, consider giving it a like or subscribing for more. I'll see you guys next week for Nikkei, which I am definitely starting for the juicy plot. Also, sorry for sounding like this. I am definitely fighting for my life right now. I am giga sick. So yeah.